Pulse is weak, Dr. Goss. Growing weaker. All your skill can't help her now. She's under a spell that can be broken only by me. Or death. I am Dracula's daughter.
I see you marrying a corpse, living in a grave.
The vampire can assume very many different forms at will. Sometimes it appears as a bat.
With Louise Albritton, Robert Page, Evelyn Ankers, Frank Craven, J. Edward Bromberg, and Lon Chaney as the new Count Dracula, you'll shudder at the screen's most fascinating woman vampire, luring men with cold beauty and the promise of immortality.
See before you a man who has lived for centuries, kept alive by the blood of innocent people.
When the full moon rises, I turn into a werewolf with only one desire: to kill.
I tried to perform the miracle of science and failed. My blood is contaminated with the blood of Dracula. Count Dracula sleeps in this coffin, but rises every night at sunset. Chick is right. This is awful silly stuff.
Come on, take it all out.
Now! Look out, Chick! Cover up! What's the matter? Cover up! Wait a minute.
The nation's top comics, Abbott and Costello. Petrified, but hilariously. Stop! Plus the dangerous and terrifying Wolfman, played by Lon Chaney. Plus that fiend out of a nightmare, the vampire Batman, Count Dracula, played by Bela Lugosi. Plus the most dreaded creature of them all, the Frankenstein monster, played by Glenn Strange. Plus a couple of luscious but designing females in the spookiest laugh fest on record.
am the vampire. All living things are my prey. The undead are my allies. The night is my domain, and the dark, dank tomb my dwelling place. I feast on human blood. May be yours, so beware. Beware.
Brand new, all new, the return of Dracula. From beyond the grave comes the dreaded Dracula, spreading corruption and horror wherever his cursed shadow falls. Innocent beauty becomes the vampire's prey, as paralyzing fear turns to hypnotic fascination.
You will do as I say.
Yes.
I bring you death, a living death. One drop of your blood and you're bound to me.
Jenny Blake's soul must be freed, Doctor. And all of the souls of her victims, if any.
But how?
With a pointed stake right through the heart.
He's gone.
This is the story of...
At this lonely crossroad in the Carpathian Mountains, 4 travelers find themselves abandoned at nightfall by a local coach driver who was afraid to go any further.
There's no driver.
A coach with horses that knew the way, a table laid for 4. Was this kindly hospitality?
Isn't your master joining us for dinner?
No, sir. I'm afraid not.
Is he indisposed?
He's dead.
Why should a dead man...
Travel by stage was dangerous because of vengeful renegade Indians. A massive, mysterious bat terrorized the pioneers of the West.
When the vampire takes a mate, he turns the one he chooses into one of the living dead like himself.
There's something spooky about all this. Something I don't understand, but I'm gonna find out.
Don't be afraid, my child. I chose you for my mate.
Has risen from the grave.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
Lucy!
Yet behind the legend, behind the fantasy, There are certain facts.
He is evil. He is the embodiment of all that is evil. He is the very devil himself.
Dracula's reign of horror reaches out even further.
You will tell me everything. Tell me!
Oh, he was here. It's true, he was here. Gone away.
You must get away too. Now.
They live by night. They hide in the dark and rise from the shadows. They can never feel the warmth of living human blood in their veins. Their bodies are cold and dead. Dracula versus Frankenstein. Who serves the dead. A dead man who controls the doctor and the living creature horribly created from the mangled corpses of their victims. Dracula versus Frankenstein. His blood is cold, but his mind is keen. He cannot die, for he is already dead. His name is Dracula. Another lives, but his body belongs to the dead. The two will join forces, but only one will survive. Dracula versus Frankenstein. Oakmoor Cemetery is a cold, lifeless place to visit at night. Unless you're already dead, and your name is Dracula. Together, in one film, they meet in a fight of fright. The kings of horror battle to the death. Dracula versus Frankenstein.
Yes, City is irrepressible. And when he takes a bite out of the Big Apple, his appetite is insatiable.
If you're hungry, Master, we could ring for the night maid.
When you is gone, nobody's gonna bring you back here once you is dead.
Good evening.
Master, please be careful.
What is it?
You nearly stepped on my dinner.
Bon appetit.
I heard a rooster crow.
A rooster in New York City?
I cannot believe what I'm hearing.
It's him.
Yeah, or a rock group.
The second way to kill a vampire, Count. 3 silver bullets through the heart.
No, Rosenberg. That is a werewolf.
Really? Are you sure? I've lost her forever. He's drained all the blood out of her.
George Hamilton.
His blood in your eyes.
Susan St. James. Richard Benjamin. Dick Shawn, Sherman Hemsley, Isabel Sanford, and Artie Johnson as Renfield.
Finally, after 712 years, to have someone bite me again.
Love at first bite. He has walked through centuries, untouched by time. He has seen empires rise and fall. He possesses the wisdom of the ages. Throughout eternity, no man has ever provoked such terrible fear and such haunting desire. Dracula, starring Frank Langella, with Laurence Olivier.
I am the last of my kind, descended from a conquering race. But I must warn you to take good care. If at any time my company does not please you, you will have only yourself to blame.
Oh, God. How's my poor shoulder?
Dracula, the story of the greatest lover who ever lived, died, and lived again.
Sacrilege!
Dracula.
At midnight, all sorts of evil spirits are set loose. People disappear without a trace.
Last night, after a tiresome journey, I finally reached my destination, the castle of Count Dracula.
The ship seems burdened with a curse. One sailor and our cook have disappeared without a trace.
Nosferatu, the vampire, coming from 20th Century Fox. Nosferatu, the vampire, a film unlike any Dracula film ever made. Nosferatu, the vampire.
Gentlemen, do you see these file folders? Discipline reports. Lots of them.
You see, sir, we kind of have this monster club.
Monsters are not real.
You guys missed it! Oh, fuck it. Rudy saved my life.
Yeah, what the hell's Monster Squad?
It's us. We're the monster squad.
Good and evil are in constant flux back and forth. Only once every 100 years are these forces balanced.
And what about the amulet?
At the stroke of midnight, the amulet becomes vulnerable. And at that moment, it can be shattered.
There's a monster in my closet.
Ooh, scary monster!
The creatures of the night shall rule the world. And there is no one to stop
I think there's monsters, like real ones. I think he was a werewolf. Mummy disappeared from the museum tonight. And guys, Dracula might be here too. Catch him in the doorway!
See you later, Band-Aid breath.
My name!
eating the German.
With Monster Squad.
Here occurred the frightening and shocking history of Prince Dracula and the woman he loved.
I have crossed oceans of time to find you.
Ja, Dracula.
There's a sinister, darker side to him I find irresistible. I have never met any man with such a passion for life. He is unlike any man.
What are you?
Vampires do exist. This one we fight, this one we face, can take on many forms. He is both young and old. He can appear as mist, as vapor, as the fog. And he can vanish at will.
My love.
The power of his evil desire has no end.
You've got to go to him, and you've got to love him.
She is a willing recruit and devoted disciple. She is the devil's concubine.
Join me in eternal life.
Your salvation is his destruction.
I want to be what you are. I want to see what you see. I want to love what you love. Take me away from all this death.
Make no mistake, he must be stopped.
This is the frightening and shocking tale of Count Dracula.
monsters do exist. This one we face is unlike any other. He can change the most innocent of humans.
Oh, Jonathan, let me kiss you.
But Lucy, I'm British.
So are these.
Women are rendered powerless under his spell.
Stand up. Not you. Sit. You stand. No, sit. No, stand. Now, walk to the terrace door. Watch out!
His evil desire has no end.
She's alive?
She's Nosferatu.
She's Italian? Up there!
Make no mistake, he must be stopped. Leslie Nielsen, Peter McNichol, Steven Weber, Amy Yazbek, Lizette Anthony, Harvey Korman, and Mel Brooks.
If she dies, a victim of this unspeakable creature, she will become one herself.
What?
She will become one herself.
Dracula, dead and loving it.
Ah, it's good to be dead.
If true evil cannot die, is there a chance that it can forever be contained?
Passcode decrypted, accessing, security shutting down, cracked.
For centuries, a secret has been buried beneath the streets of London.
You don't build this kind of security without a gold mine to hide.
Something ageless.
What the hell is that?
The Holy Grail, the Golden Fleece, the Crown Jewels, whatever it is, it's inside.
Something powerful. Something beyond your deepest fears.
What just happened in there?
He is Mephisto.
Who?
Dracula. Not myth, he's real. I assure you.
I don't want to die.
There are worse things than death.
So you haven't told me your name.
We're all so much more complicated than our names.
The secret to eternal life has been discovered. A seductive power they cannot resist.
$30 million for the secret of eternal life.
A betrayer.
Now, 6 friends bound by a secret, and one man driven by an obsession.
Tell them I'm coming.
Will all confront the darkest evil the world has ever known.
Get the blood off!
How sick is that?
The Count is always very attentive to his guests.
Girls of her age have a tendency to be a bit too forward.
The creature is not human. It is a vampire. They sometimes transform their victims. It gives them extreme power.
How can you defeat a monster like that?
There are ways.
You do not know what he is capable of! He is evil! Do you hear me, Van Helsing? Evil!
In the name of God, I command you, go back!
My father was a great man. A hero, so they say. Sometimes the world doesn't need another hero. Sometimes what it needs is a monster.
My prince,
I've missed you.
something troubles you.
The Sultan is preparing for battle and requires 1,000 boys for his army, including your son.
Run to your mother.
Look away!
You can't protect us.
I'll find a way.
I have been waiting an eternity for a man of your strength to arrive.
Welcome to your life.
What is it you are seeking?
I want the power to destroy my enemies and save my family.
There's no turning back.
Drink, Dracula.
Welcome to your life.
What's happening to you?
I'm the thing men fear, not a ghost. Something else.
There's a room where the light won't find you.
I see the devil inside him!
Walls come tumbling down.
Do you think you are alive because you can fight? You are alive because of what I did to save you!
The world.
Never forget who I am. Sorry to interrupt. Are you okay? I need to get out of a toxic relationship.
Why don't you start by telling us what brought you here?
My boss, he's different.
You can't get him out of your head.
No.
I need your assistance.
I'm coming, Master! Oh, you feel like he could destroy you with the snap of his fingers.
Wouldn't even need to snap. Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, what?
Renfield, bring in innocent victims. I want a handful of nuns, a busload of cheerleaders.
And I just want a normal life again. But this modern world is a dangerous place.
Thank you. You saved my life. Did I watch you cut a guy with a decorative serving platter?
It's all in the wrist. Let me explain. My boss gave me this power. In return, I tend to his needs, including care, feeding.
You bring him people to eat?
You're like the guy that gets the villain's Postmates.
But if you were to stop focusing on his needs, what would happen?
He won't grow to full power.
Exactly. He won't grow to full power. What? That's so weird. Why would you phrase it like that? But yes. Hi, are you here for the meeting? Well, come on.
No!
Some call me the Dark One, others the Lord of Death. To most, I am Dracula.
Okay, obviously we're dealing with a little bit more than just narcissism here.
Now, let's eat. Evil is on board. Powerful evil.
We call him Dracula.
The Demeter, on charter from Romania to London. Shipping private crates. Contents unknown. Out at sea with no land in sight.
This here is Clemens. He's a doctor.
You dress like a learned man.
University of Cambridge. I know my way around the boat.
Our charter has agreed to pay a bonus for timely arrival in London.
Let me show you the ship. This here is Huckleberry. We don't come with like this to give the ewes clear.
Demeter's a fine boat, no doubt.
Something ripped apart the animals.
All the livestock?
This looks like a bite.
Search the ship. Everywhere. Evil is on board. Powerful evil.
In the night, it drinks our blood. He is here. We call him Dracula.
He's coming!
Did you see the size of that bloody thing?
I want to kill the cursed thing.
He is on this ship, which means that we will never leave it.
The devil is real. May God have mercy on us all.